DATV, and the Greater Dayton Area League of Women Voters present Meet the Candidates, your chance to learn about the candidates running for office in the November election.
Hello, I'm Becky Kirkland with the League of Women Voters, Greater Dayton Area, and I'm here today with one of the candidates running for Englewood City Council. The candidates running for Englewood City Council include Brad Doherty, Adrian Draper, Thomas Hall, Steve Henney, and Catherine McGrain. Unfortunately, some of the candidates weren't able to be here today, but we do have Adrian Draper here. So Adrian, why don't we start off and have you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, first of all, thank you for the League of Women Voters and DATV for putting this together. My name is Adrian Draper. I am running for the open seat for Englewood City Council this year. I was born and raised in Englewood, know some of the ups and downs we've experienced all through the years, and I currently work at Wright State University as a marketer for various clubs and organizations, and I'm also a mentor for various students who have issues from financial aid and admissions to needing counseling services in and out of the in and out of the college. The reason why I'm running is accountability and to be there for residents. I have talked to many voters at the doors who don't know what role a council member play in their life and don't know who their council members are and what they actually do for the city. So I am running to solve some of the biggest problems, get transparency out and about for the city, and really be there for the residents.
Thank you, Adrian. And as you mentioned, you've seen some of the ups and downs in Englewood. And Englewood, like many other towns, are dealing with small businesses closing their doors, leaving vacant spaces along the main streets. What thoughts do you have about repurposing those spaces and making them more attractive for future vendors?
So it comes down to working with the vacant buildings. Having a lot of vacant buildings on one street doesn't help anything. So what we can do is work with our county land bank to fill the vacant buildings, and to work with our county land bank if they can't find a business to fill the building, they give city demolition money. A lot of people don't know about this great program, but it's something our county offices have put together. Other than that, our zoning has to be attractive for businesses. We can't have it cost way too much money to put up a sign and promote a business within the city of Englewood and make ourselves promotable.
Okay. And also, citizens don't often believe elected officials listen to their suggestions or needs. How will you, as a council member, reach out to the citizens of Englewood?
Well, I was taught by a candidate last year that you always have to talk to the voters. Sometimes they don't come to you. And that's exactly what I've been doing through this campaign. I've been knocking doors. I've been talking to voter after voter about what their biggest concerns are. And sometimes they're actually scared to come to the council because they don't know how they react. They don't know how it'll affect their business. So going one-on-one with the voter at the door, going back to great old constituent services is my goal. Other than that, we have to be transparent as a city. I believe we're one of the only cities in the county that do not record our council sessions and make them public. So I also think that that's a valuable resource for residents to see what the city does for them and how we're spending their tax dollars wisely.
And is that something you'll push to try to get those publicized to where people can view them?
Yes, I believe it can be solved with a cell phone personally, or a camera, like a tripod camera. However, working with the DATV would be a great option for us as well.
Okay. So city councils establish objectives for their communities. Please name a short-term and a long-term objective for Englewood, and why you think those objectives are important.
So the short term would be to ensure that we are being transparent in our government processes. We aren't necessarily just putting residents aside like we have for many years, and that includes transparency and being there for them. We don't necessarily do that right now, and I think that's a problem. I was asked to run because of that. Other than long-term, it's the vacant buildings and making sure we have a plan in place to solve the problems. We don't necessarily just keep the vacant buildings there. We work with our county land bank, we work with the other cities around us, we contact businesses in order to work and solve the problems in the cities.
And are those the two main issues you see right now in Englewood that you would like to address?
Yes, those are the issues that I see most prominent to residents. Other than that, it's issues such as not being, the city not being transparent about when the certain projects are being done. I know there was supposed to be a water softening service that was supposed to be ready now. Many residents haven't heard anything about it, haven't been updated. The last Twitter post was actually in 2011, so transparency and using the resources that so many people use today, like Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, are important.
Okay, I think that's really all the questions that I have for you. If you would like to make a closing statement to the public, that would be great.
Yeah, so once again, I'm Adrienne Draper. I'm running for the open seat for Englewood City Council this year. I have been, like I said, been in the city all my life, seen the ups and downs, and I want to serve and help the people of Englewood. I have relationships with the county officials that can do that for us. We don't really have a relationship with the county land bank, which I think will help us in the future to solve the vacant buildings problems. And November 5th is election day. I ask for your vote.
The League of Women Voters encourages all candidates to run an issues-oriented campaign. Our goal is to educate the voting public and strengthen our elective political process. We encourage everyone to vote on Tuesday, November 5th. And the ever-popular League Voters Guide is available in all libraries and through your local newspaper. Whether you vote early, absentee, or at the polls, your opinion matters, and your vote makes our democracy work.